you can't even buy a candy bar at the end of the week, right? Because a candy bar costs like what it costs out here. So they paying you in there like some magical thing, but you can't even buy a candy bar. So what does that mean? If your family out here ain't making no money, if your family ain't sending you money, that's where the violence comes in jail. Because people gotta eat. And at that point it's survival. And so it's the same thing as communism. And also, what I did learn in there was that we usually forget about them. And so this is why it's so beautiful that we all here talking about improving the justice system and thinking about the people in prison, because everybody forgets the people in prison. And the biggest BS I ever heard is whenever anybody used to come back home after 3 years, they'd be like, yo man, but you ain't right, me, and I ain't want to see you like that. I don't want to talk to you like that, you know, you my brother. And then their own family members don't get to go see him. And then when the family members go to see him, they dehumanize them. You know, like I said, I spent 4 months. My wife would come see me. They'd try to play her every which way you could think about it. Go change your clothes. They had a church across the street, and they'd be like, your clothes are too nice. Go throw some church clothes on or something. Search your extra. Just so that they could make your family not want to come see you. And so just because you were charged with a crime, right? And of course, you know, we got to serve the punishment. Some of us was wrong. We can't all be exonerated and innocent. We got crime out there, right? So your family goes over there and they're treating your family like prisoners. But your mother, your wife, your kids, they ain't do nothing to go to jail. They just going to support you. And at that point, nobody really want to come support you. So the family structure is hit on every single level. Because if you ain't home taking care, what's up, coach? If you ain't home taking care of your kids, then your kid in the street getting into all type of nonsense. You know, and most parents that are even in the streets, we busy working, trying to pay the rent, put food on the table. We don't even know what our kids is doing out there. But you gotta know that if you ain't giving your kid them $200 sneakers or that jacket or all that, wake up, you know they out there. You know, you can't turn a blind eye to that. So the family structure is very, very, very important. So I'm honored to introduce this woman from PBS, a legend out there, Amna Nawaz, and I hope I ain't say her name wrong. But we're gonna be out here, man, and it's a beautiful turnout. And the youth, you could change the world. You know, because every time I tell my friends, you know, what's sad about this is that we're having the same conversation we had when I was a kid. In every single level of no matter how far black people, brown people have come, poor white people, because they treat poor white people the same way. I don't know if you know that, right? But we talking the same stuff over and over again. And so whenever you see guns up, guns down, whenever you see organizations in the streets, it's usually guys who are legends in the street. It happened to me when I was young. Legends in the street, they did 30 years in jail, they came home, now they want to help the kids or whatever. But a lot of times the kids don't see them, they say, oh gee, you ain't in this type of time. This is hybrid, this is a new type of time. So it's so important that youth sit there and talk to their own and tell youth, not just OGs and all that, because you know, you look at them and you be like, yeah, OG, you was popping in the 80s, the 90s, that's 2023. And that been happening. I'm not saying don't get involved, don't try to change the community, but we need more youth leaders, youth talking to youth. Jason Flom, what's up, my brother? I see all the work you're doing with the Innocence Project. And that's unfathomable, right? There ain't an amount of money, there ain't nothing. I know I won't go to jail for 38 years to make $5 million or something like that. I don't know who's gonna volunteer. I don't know who would say, yo, I wanna go to jail. 38 years for $5 million or $2 million or something like that. So there's no explanation to what the type of time they're giving these people. Back in the days was slaying them. And now we got to hold people to their word. A lot of people, we get elected and we make them DAs and we make them all that, and then they kind of switch up once they're up in that wave. So we got to hold everybody accountable to all that. I know I'm talking too long. So Alma Navas, PBS, she's going to be your moderator, and I'll see y'all out there. Peace.